tengo el honor de estar con Thomas de At the Gates. Man, welcome to Spain.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
Okay, there's so much questions for you, and mostly, well, the first one, you were one of the most promising metal bands in the 90s.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Yes,
some might argue about that, but yeah.
No, I don't think so. And you split. What happened exactly?
We were young. Stuff happens. Not the best diplomats or democratic people, I guess, you know. We are better listeners now, I guess, you know, than we were back then.
Well, it's an album that I will say that is iconic for every metal band, and obviously for you guys, Slaughter of the Soul. And 19 years later, 19 years is so much. It comes at the war with reality. Damn it.
Yeah, it was a tough decision, but we needed to do it, you know, to feel that we were still contemporary, that we still have something to offer for our fans, not just being reunion, you know, all the time, living on the past. It was a tough decision, but we pulled it off, I think, you know, and everybody's happy. We are very happy.
Yeah. I don't know, it's strange because it's almost 2 decades, and obviously the fans that you had back in the day evolve, mature.
Yeah.
You get new fans now,
yeah.
and how is the perception? How the public receive this new album?
It's been very good for us, you know. But I mean, maybe we just listened to the good reviews, but we had really good reviews from the magazines. Record label was happy, good sales and everything. But then the thing that means most to us is the fans' reaction when we play the songs live.
Yeah.
That they are as, you know, they like it as much as the old ones, which is really good for us. Like, that warms our heart really much. I think that the Gates fans might be the best metal fans in the world because they want it to be good. They want to believe in us, and they do, and it's very good.
So they receive you with open arms, we'll say.
You could say that, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's great. Okay, I have read somewhere you said that 70% of the band at the Gates had The Hunted all this time, and you guys, well, they were, you know, recording albums, and now you have them back in your band. So what's the difference in a personal view from you, well, this new album with the previous albums from The Hunt?
I guess, you know, The Haunted has always existed on the side as well, all the time, and they are still existing. They just put out a great new album.
They're great, by the way.
Put out a great new album a couple of years back, and we toured a lot with them actually now, because 2 of our guys are still in The Haunted.
Exactly.
So it works good. It's like a family, basically, you know. And for us, I mean, Anderson, Jonas, and Adrian are essential to the band as much as me and Martin are. So I guess it could work with both bands active at the same time. As you know, we are productive and we are still very young, right?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, there's something very interesting. The first song of this new album, El Altar del Dios Desconocido, it's a fragment of a tale from Ernesto Sabato. I'm Argentinian, so for me it's really impressive that you guys are into literature, you know, from Latin America.
Yeah, the whole album.
Why is that?
The whole album is a concept album about realism. Yeah. So there's also other references to Sabato and Borges. You know, we have Heroes and Tombs, you know, Sobre Heroes and Tumbas, and everything. It's just, I think we really wanted to prove something with this album, and to prove that we were back, not just like, you know, best of kind of music, but like something new. As we always try to do something new with the band. So a concept album was for us like a way to prove ourselves to our fans that we still, how can you say it, that we still cared a lot about what we do. And right at the time I was reading a lot of Sabato and Cortázar and all these authors, and I just felt that way of writing, especially, not just like the subjects, but like the way they write it in different levels and the sub-levels to every plot and stuff like that. That could work for a metal album, you know, if you really made it. Yes, it would be different, but also it could be dark and twisted. So it makes sense for us, really.
It's interesting because Spanish language is very rich. So at the time that you do the translation, it's a lot of loss in translation, we say.
Yeah, it would be, but that's why we kept the intro in Spanish.
But that's great because you guys really capture the sense, you know, the essence of all these authors that you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to be true and real, you know. So we got a friend from Chile, Anton Weisenegger, to do the, you know, the talking on the intro and stuff like that. So to really get, because he's a Sabato fan too, so he really understood the whole concept when he was doing it, and he did it live for us once in Chile too. They did like with the talking instead of the intro. It was really nice.
Well, talking about a conceptual album, how you reflect that on the video clips?
Well, that's the same thing actually. So that's like a continuation also with the cover. It's the same artist who did the cover with all the different pictures for every song. Kostin, and he's a great At the Gates fan, a great friend. So we really wanted to get his vision. So I sent him all the lyrics beforehand, before he started working on the cover, and he sent this almost like a book back to me, like what his ideas and his vision from my lyrics. And we just gave him open hands, like you can do whatever you want. And so those two animated videos he did for us is they're very good.
Great work, huh? Yeah.
Maybe someday you can do the whole album.
That will be awesome. That will be awesome. Okay, talking about new album, you just released one. Next one, are you working on it? We're gonna have to wait another 19 years, or
well, maybe.
What's 18. The plan?
18 years? Is that good?
No, please don't.
No, I mean basically this is like we have like 6, counting tonight, 6 shows left on the tour for this album. We toured for 2 years. Basically, like every other band that toured a lot on the record, we needed a break after this, and then we'll see what happens. Basically, we are very much happy with what we've achieved, and with the fans and everything, how they reacted to it. So if we're going to do a new record, we're going to need time to figure out like where to take it to the next level, So I can't promise anything in either direction, but we are not planning not to do a new record. You know what I'm saying? It's the other way around. We're not saying we're not going to do it. So we'll see.
Curiosity about you. You're a teacher, high school teacher, right?
I am middle school and high school, yes.
Okay, I would love to know, I would love to have you students here now to know what they think about it. My teacher, he was an icon of metal from the 90s, and you actually are on the position number 30 on the Rock Runner list of best metal voices.
Oh, okay.
So I would love to know how they feel, what they say to you about it.
No, they're really excited. I mean, they're not metalheads at all. They're like 11, 12 years old right now, but they came to a show where we played Gothenburg, and they got backstage and everything, and got to take pictures with the band, and they were super excited. So I guess like in that way, I might be the cool teacher, but I try not to be,
You mean to them?
Of course. No.
Give them a lot of homework and.
No, I'm probably the good teacher, I guess. But we have a good relationship. I think all education starts with a relationship with the students.
Okay, well, tell me about the rest of the tour. Where you're going after, and when we're gonna see you again around here, around Spain. It will be awesome.
This is the last Spanish show for this tour, definitely. And we have a Partisan Open Air. We have a festival in Sweden. We have Pukkel Pop in Belgium, Summer Breeze, and Elb Riot. Those are the gigs we have left for the summer. Then we'll see. But we did. How many shows we did in Spain on this record? I think we did a little tour with Worm, like 3 or 4 shows, I guess. So we've been here at least 2 times for the record.
I have to come back. Before next album in 20 years.
We'll see, 18, I said 18 years, right?
Okay. Well, Thomas, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to finally meet you. And want to see you on stage, so.
We will. Thank you very much.
Shadia, Thomas, for EMP Live TV.